my name is Olivia, and this is the 31st thing they should have taught you in school. Your parents aren't to blame. Let me explain what I mean. When I hit adolescence, I started questioning why I had to listen to them so much. I rebelled quietly in my head. They wouldn't let me go to parties. They nagged me constantly about studying hard so I could become someone. I thought I knew better. The only reason I still obeyed was because I lived 10 kilometers outside the city where my school was. My classmates were starting to go out and I felt like I was missing out. But the real issue wasn't that they were going out, it was what they started doing once they did. My mom was a stay-at-home mother with a big household to run, and she always kept a close eye on how I spent my time. Meanwhile, most of my classmates' parents were working long hours and didn't have much time for them. Left to their own devices, the kids influenced each other, often in the wrong direction. At that time, I saw this as a lack of freedom. In reality, I had plenty of freedom. I just couldn't see it back then. I had friends in the village and I spent my days on the hill across from our house. You might remember it from the first episode. I take photos of plants, study insects, watch birds through binoculars, sing, run around, write poems, and explore freely. It was a rich, beautiful childhood. Over time, my city classmates started pushing me away because I wasn't like them. I didn't smoke, didn't go to parties, didn't skip school, and their jokes didn't land on me. But by then, I had found my own world, a place where I could create and learn. I had discovered the joy of knowledge and how fast time slips away when you're truly engaged. I simply didn't want to waste it on things that didn't matter to me. I was strangely immune to peer pressure, and honestly, I barely even heard it. My mind was constantly busy with thoughts about other worlds, conversations with writers, and endless ideas. I wasn't reading particularly advanced books. I didn't have a mentor to guide me in that direction, and my parents were too busy working to exhaustion every day. That was maybe the only thing missing. Still, they did everything they could not to give into my teenage complaints and help me figure things out on my own. I blame them for so many things: that they told me to read but rarely picked up a book themselves, that they wouldn't let me go to concerts or parties even though I loved music, that they didn't push harder for me to learn an instrument, but the truth is, they did what they could. We had internet back then, yet it never crossed my mind to learn piano on YouTube. It was easier to just accuse them. It wasn't their fault that there was no bus or that I had no way to get home late from the city if I had a piano lesson. Sometimes we tend to blame others for who we've become. It's the easiest way out. I'm not talking about people who grew up in truly difficult or broken families. I'm talking about those of us who had decent or good conditions and still regret not studying or trying harder. That's the majority of cases I see now. As I go older, I realize one simple truth: the only person responsible for who I am is me. What I used to call trauma was really just resentment. Every parent loves their child and tries to their best of their ability to guide them in the right direction. They used to repeat certain phrases that I now understand so differently. Study so you can have a better life than ours. We had to work from a young age. And when they say our parents couldn't even afford to dream, they only knew how to work, I'd feel deep gratitude and warmth toward them because of their sacrifices. I might be the happiest in our family line. With everything they went through behind me, I feel both grateful and humble. I can sit for hours reading, exploring fascinating worlds, traveling and seeing things they never even knew existed. I only know they did the best they could with what they had. Every time I go home, I make sure to share with them my curiosity about the universe, the vastness of existence, the wonder of tiny bacteria, and the power of meaningful stories and poems. My deep appreciation for the world around us, in other words. I tell them about everything I've learned and everything I still want to discover. I feel like a young tree in a dense forest, sending nutrients back to the roots that held me up. I can dream, search, and accumulate knowledge, and I gladly give them that understanding. So, no matter how hard it feels, it's never too late to learn. There are forgotten books in second-hand shops waiting for you, often for almost nothing. Whatever you're passionate about, someone has actually researched it, and you can even add to that knowledge your own point of view. Stop mourning who you could have been. Stop blaming others for who you are not. Don't get stuck in regret. The world is shockingly beautiful and deeply rewarding once you start studying it. Sometimes a problem in biology can even solve a problem in your soul and make the pain go away. You have a purpose because deep inside that original spark, what you wanted to become when you were just a child is still alive, and it's never too late to chase it.